In this video, I'm going to talk about the Bitcoin. Basically, nowadays people are thinking that Bitcoin might be reaching 98,000, but possible it will also fall. So today's video, I'm going to let you know what are the possibilities in near future or end of this year. Uh, Bitcoin has been one of the biggest investment you could have made in last 5 years. People are still using it to make a lot of money in many different ways. Um, if you can see this chart, up and down structure, and how this Bitcoin is going up and down. In this tutorial, I will let you know the little bit about the history of Bitcoin and the future of it, and how to understand what goes into its price prediction. I will also look at the prediction for the from different years, including Bitcoin price prediction in 2021. I'll also answer the question that are on everybody's mind, like will Bitcoin crash and why its Bitcoin is rising. So there are few questions roaming around, and there are a lot of rumors that people can see that if the Bitcoin is going to crash soon or it will reach $100,000. Understanding how to predict and invest in the first step to building a successful portfolio. However, with all investment, there are risks involved. So you should always speak to a financial advisor before making any major decisions. Uh, mm, Basically, if you can see in this chart also that why Bitcoin is fluctuating. So there are a lot of reasons that it happened. If you will just see a 1 minute chart, how it's fluctuate, why Bitcoin rising, is Bitcoin going to crash, are questions we hear a lot. To make or understand a Bitcoin price prediction, you must first know how Bitcoin fluctuate. Just like most currencies, the price of Bitcoin changes every day. The only difference is that the price of Bitcoin change on a much greater scale than local currencies. So, uh, if you will see movement here, the movement is really different than the currencies. Uh, Bitcoin's value is based on how valuable the market, the people buying and selling Bitcoins. Uh, uh, think about some of the more physical things you can currently invest in, such as gold. The price of gold depends on its supply and demand. Uh, and there are some news around the world. You can check different channels like Bloomberg, investing.com. This daily FX is good news available here. Um, for example, the gold is similar to how Bitcoin price prediction change. However, the price of Bitcoin usually change because of news that is published about it, and these news you can check Bloomberg, as I said, investing.com. You can see some options here: news options, stock market, cryptocurrency market, economic calendar. So you will understand how it's going on and how you are going to work with the Bitcoin. When there is a bad news published about Bitcoin, there is a lot of more people start selling Bitcoins than buying it. So that's the time, the whenever you in forex market, when you start selling things, market will going down and you are getting keep getting profit. These people sell their bitcoins for lower price, uh, and there are different ways. Then if you can try to understand if the trend is really going down in the forex market, when you start selling, you are keeps getting profit. uh, this is also called, like, the we, when you talk about the supply and demand of bitcoins, so depends on the demand also, as like if there are new gold mine come in the market, and you can see that the gold price start falling. um, so if you can see the history of Bitcoin, uh, it has a history of being difficult to predict in the short terms. A lot of investors like this, with price that fluctuate, go up and down regularly. Investors can often buy bitcoins at a low price and then sell it in a much higher price, but it's in a different form. That it's not really like in forex market. Whenever you are buying and the market is going up and you are getting profit, and when you are selling, market is going down, that's the time you are getting profit. Like if you remember, how market reach and market really was so unpredictable, because in 2017 we called it Bitcoin rushes towards $19,000. Uh, so until 2021, Bitcoin's value reached its highest point in and same like in 2017 when it hit $19,000 per Bitcoin. Bitcoin was one of the most talked about things in the media. Everyone, like people in the schools, teacher, doctors, how high will Bitcoin will go, Bitcoin price, how um, the prediction will be available in the market, because there are a lot of rumors always going on in the market. So the media attention or hype caused Bitcoin price to increase more than it's ever had before. Uh, that's why, as I mentioned, that news are very important when you are dealing with Bitcoin. Even whenever you are doing trading, strategies or market data important, but the things news are really more important than the market data. Even market data sometime it will give a short term movement where you can earn money, but if you are touched with the news, and you can see people like Saxo Bank, what the Saxo Bank is talking about Bitcoin. So the question, when will Bitcoin crash? Nowadays people think these things. uh, so whenever, if you remember, if you know about the Bitcoin history, like 2017, when Bitcoin reached like 2000 $19,000, and suddenly it fall and it reached $10,000. And if I will share you in the chart, here you can see in 2018 it was 20,000, and after that it reached here 4,600. So you can see how the market even reaching down and down and down. It's less than 4,000 it was on March 9 2019. So markets reach here uh, around almost 19,000 something, and and after that it fall and fall here less than $4,000. So when you see such kind of situation, then you will uh, you try you will understand that what news are going on whenever you see fall. And if you really want to work and want to earn money, more money in bitcoin, you need to check the history of the bitcoin, how it worked and what's the news impact on that time. Let's say in 2017, why it reached 2017. You can search in the internet what was the reason that it was what was the price here. It was like 400, even less than 400, 300. I can see that when I was dealing with the bitcoin price was even 100 something. So from that time, from 2009, 2017, market reached 19,000. Why it happened? Just from here, these some of the areas, dates that you need to check why markets reach such way. And after that, you can see here it reached $4,000, but after that it start building another momentum and it reached here $12,000. From $12,000, it went down again 7,000, around 6,000. And after that, when another hype come and market keep moving, move, and it reach here where it reached like 2021, it's 62,000. So when it reached 62,000 last time, 61,000 or 62,000, then you can see from here it had a huge drop till 29,000. So from here you can see there is another hype reaches 48,000, 41,000. Then again it fall again 30,000. So uh, uh, Bitcoin crashes. If you can talk about Bitcoin price has crashed many times over the years. In 2011, the price crashed 93%. Here you cannot see, but if you can check the history, in 2011 it was 93% within 5 months. Imagine that 93%. Like nowadays, people are thinking that if market crash possible, it will crash 98%. So from 62,000 to currently, if it's in 62,000, if it's crash 98%, then you imagine and calculate what will be the price of Bitcoin. It's going to be like less than 10,000, 8,000, 6,000, 7,000, anywhere it will go. Because 98,000, the people are thinking about its crash. Like November 2014 to January 2015, Bitcoin value was halved, much like its crash in December 2017. Another that time the Bitcoin crash was when investors become worried about new law and regularization. So see why it crashed, because like a country like South Korea and China was planning to ban cryptocurrency exchange. As you can imagine, this made a lot of investors scared, as so that they sold their Bitcoin, and they don't want to buy big Bitcoin because of this. Because China and South Korea is also a big market in this stuff. Bitcoin price prediction and the future of Bitcoin. Why people talking too much always about the Bitcoin prediction? We all wonder where Bitcoin is going to be 1 year, 2 year, 5 years, or even 10 years from now. It's tough to predict, but everyone loves to do it because they just some people just checking these charts. Some people work with some prediction from different banks. Some people think about how the Bloomberg analysts talk about. So there are a lot of things that you need to check. So that's why nowadays there is one question: will Bitcoin crash again? If more countries create regularization law of cryptocurrency, more bad news will be published. So if that means we may see Bitcoin crash again. Countries such as South Korea, Japan, China, France, and United States all want to create new regularization. So even though they want to create new regularization, we must remember that this could be take long time. It's not a small thing that it will happen within days. It might not affect the price of Bitcoin when they just talk, but until the most popular Bitcoin prediction, it will continue to be rise, because mostly people, whenever they talk about such thing, suddenly market start moving downward, and there are some rumors came, and you will see that market movements falling. Like you can see sometime there are big gaps like this, from 40,000 to 30,000. From here you can see 38,000 to 48,000. So around 10,000 dollar movement, it's very easy for Bitcoin. Like here you can see 65,000 and 43,000. So see, it's a monthly, in a 1 month time. So 1 month time you can see there is a huge drop always. This kind of people, whenever they think about the prediction, this kind of question that start argument at different location, like when people are talking in parties who are traders, will Bitcoin rise this year, or will it will fall next year? Who knows what is the Bitcoin price prediction? Even though Bitcoin and its technology are very useful and are changing the world, anybody that claim to know whether the price of Bitcoin will rise or fall is a liar. Sorry, but that's the truth. Because I strongly believe that the blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies are the future. This is why I believe the price of Bitcoin will increase this year even more. This is what I believe, but I can never know. All I can do is guess and make Bitcoin prediction. But when you can see these charts, there are another thing that I will think that might be, because there are a lot of people when they talk about Bitcoin, and when they talk about that Bitcoin will fall, then are so many things that people will just think that possible that if it fall, it will really reach 98%. So this is the question that people think when if you will search about the Saxo bank, they were talking about that possible that Bitcoin will fall around 98%. So 98% drop is really a huge drop in terms of Bitcoin. And if this happen, then there are some chances that people will be worried that what will happen to their investment, and what are the chances after this going to happen in this market. Bitcoin has why Saxo Bank talked about like this. Bitcoin has historically, have some issues, like as you can see these charts, that when it's go high, it high, and then when it fall, it's fall. So it's very normal from here, from 64,000 to reach here and 28,000, means it's more than 50% easily fall. And if it's dropped like 85%, uh, so I think the Bitcoin will tap 10,000 from its high, from 65,000. But what it normally does, if you can see that there are a lot of rumors nowadays, especially when I was checking the Saxo Bank's detail, and and some other detail. I was checking the charts movement, what are the possibilities. So there are predictions which I am thinking, and I feel that people who really want to trade with Bitcoin, better you can just touch with the news, because if I will just conclude these things, that it's clear, it's done correctly, that buying and selling Bitcoin can mean a big profit. It made a lot of money for people in the past, and still today. It also clear though that you can lose a lot of money too. But if you will earn, if you want to trade, especially in forex market, you need to know what's really going on with Bitcoin, because I am not like the person who will ask you to invest like a gambler. You can do like a business, because whenever you can trade like a business, then you can understand, and you need to touch with the market. You should know, have a great understanding, and how and why the Bitcoin price change, supply and demand, regulation, news, etc. And which means you know how people make their Bitcoin prediction, as well as thinking about these things, supply and demand, regulations, and news. They also think about the technology of Bitcoins, the Bitcoin blockchain and its process. Uh, mm, Now you can see that if you really want to know that if really going to fall, uh, before investing in Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency, you should do further research, and always speak to financial advisor. You can even comment on my videos, and you can try to understand what are the questions in your mind. Um because Bitcoin is still young, and the price is always changing. So things sometimes happen that nobody can predict. Um, mm, and remember, before making any investment decision, you should consult with a professional who really know about the market well. So in this video, I was just, one more thing I can add here. Touch with the Bloomberg. It's a very good website where you can get news about the business, and check investment.com always. You can check news here about your cryptocurrency detail, and what are the things are going, and when any news coming from about cryptocurrency, what are the movements you can see in the market, because news will let you and give you more clear picture about the Bitcoin, and help you understand the situation, when you need to buy or when you need to sell the Bitcoin. I will just not only the Bitcoin, but if you are a forex trader, you need to you can do any kind of trading. Okay, you can trade like currencies. You can invest with oil. Oil is also a very big thing that you can even earn $1 million in one night, because it happened one up with my friend, that he was able to earn $1 million within one night. But their deal size and the things that he was using, it's a big deal size, and market moves $2 in one night, and he was able to earn such amount. But again, I will just tell you that if you have any question, or if you need some support from me, I will just try to explain. I am not here to give you a financial advice, but I will let try to explain what I can, and what will be going to happen with the currency or any forex trade which you can see here. There are a lot of other stuff. You can see the commodities, crude oil, Brent, gas, gold, silver. Gold is also good to trade. So there are a lot of things that you can check in the market, and you can try to understand, especially for in such time when rumors are too much. Remember then when more people talking about that it will reach 98,000, it might happen that if you can, as I explained, that just check the history a bit, do little work, and then you will see that when rumors too much about Bitcoin that it will go up, it's really fall and crash so easily. So 10 $15 $10,000 or $15 is very normal for Bitcoin to move, but if it's reach like 98%, then you can imagine where Bitcoin will go. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I am very thankful to you that you give time to watch this video. If you have any question, please let me know. Just comment on the video, and if you need any information, I'll try to explain as much as I can. Thanks again. Thank you very much.